Hey guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians, and welcome to episode 6 of the 27 Club series. If you haven't watched the first 5 episodes, please go ahead and do so. I'll put a link up top here. Today is all about Kurt Cobain. So we moved from 70s now a little ahead, and we're going to talk about Kurt Cobain and watch one of his songs today.
Well, I have to say I'm very excited for today's and tomorrow's video because both of the songs that we are going to listen are one of my all-time favorite songs and I listen to them a lot. So I'm very excited for that.
Cool. So Kurt Cobain formed Nirvana in 1987 and they quickly established themselves as a huge part of Seattle music genre, which later became known as grunge. Nirvana became very successful, but the more successful Nirvana became, the more Kurt Cobain became uncomfortable with fame. He began to struggle with heroin addiction and chronic severe depression. He also struggled with his personal life and his dysfunctional relationship with Courtney Love. He was a heroin addict for a long time and continued to struggle with severe depression. In March 1994, Kurt overdosed on a combination of alcohol and heroin and immediately entered a detox program. But his heroin addiction and depression were too powerful for him to conquer. On April 8, 1994, he was found dead in his Seattle greenhouse from a self-inflicted shotgun wound. He was just 27 years old. So now we're going to talk about and react to Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana's top song.
Wow. Every time I listen to this song, especially now, I exactly go back to my teenage years when I listen to it a lot because exactly I think it matches the name of the song. If being a teenager had a sound and you could show the sound of how it feels like to be a teenager, it would be exactly like that. That scream of I'm feeling so many stuff and I'm seeing so many stuffs and I have to scream them out. It would be like this.
Yeah.
And I for the music things, I have so many things to say, but I'm going to go one by one. For the music until now, I really liked how the beginning was with just these two notes, like da da, like I'm singing
Yeah.
it wrong, but it was just two notes that was repeating a couple times, and exactly these two notes are they were having this feeling of a question, it was like asking a question, or like, okay, something is happening. It was definitely like not like a release moment or like a very comfortable moment. It was definitely like like a storm is happening, and you could really, even though this part, the first part, was very calm compared to the second part that he's just screaming. It's a calm part and a little lower volume, but you don't feel calmness at
Yeah.
all. And I think one of the reason is exactly these two notes that is like, okay, something is happening, something is coming, and then this second part comes that is just the explosion of feelings and just like getting out everything that was, the building up intense that we
Yeah.
listened to in the first part.
That's true. And then the build up, like from the moment that you described, which kind of was quiet, but not in a comfortable way. It still like had like
Exactly.
calm before the storm. We have the same thing in like the expression in Persian and English. It's the same thing. But then the going to like 0 to 100 like happened in just a minute. A minute or
Yeah.
like 20 seconds. So it's really, but it didn't feel like it suddenly changed. It was like step by step,
Yeah.
like building up, but it
It
happened
wasn't
quickly.
exactly because of that quality that the first part is lower and like calmer, but because of these elements that they used to make tension and like to have this feeling that okay, something is up, it doesn't sound like okay, the first part is calm and
Mm-hmm.
peaceful and relaxing and
Yeah.
suddenly a
Yeah,
pain is coming. It
exactly.
doesn't feel like unnatural.
Yeah. It feels just like one big gesture, like the whole thing up until
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Mm.
So let's go continue.
These two notes.
Mhm. I love also that after like every, like as you said, like climax or explosive moments, it just goes back to just the drums and that little motif, like two note
Mm.
motif. It kind of
Yeah.
like, it's not
Mm.
a release moment. I mean, it can be, but it's like it feels like you're just all empty, like special, like imagine you
Mm.
screamed and then you basically you're so angry and then
Mm.
everything is out, and then you have like no more energy to really do
Mm.
anything or express any more feelings.
I
It has that feeling for me because then you're just sitting and you're just beat up and defeated kind of like emotionally,
mm.
and then it's just like the
Mm.
same motif like going and going, and it's just a bit of like drums in the background.
Yeah, I would say it exactly, even how it composed and arranged. It reminds exactly how you feel as a teenager, because this feeling that your mood changed from 0 to 100 in a second, and even when you're calm and when you're like not in your 100, and like
Mm-hmm.
too many feelings are here, and I'm angry and I'm sad and mad and everything, even though in the calm moments you feel like there is something wrong, and it's like something is not right,
Mm-hmm.
it's exactly like that, and it happens like in a very short period of time. So from 0 to 100 very very fast, exactly like this song. And even though when you're in your zero and you're calm, it's like something is happening and something is not right. But the thing that I just realized, because I listened to this song a lot, and I also looked at the music video a couple times.
Okay.
But I think because I never was sitting, I was just a watcher or a listener, and I was never like wanted to react to it. So I'm just seeing now some elements that it's funny because the location that they choose, like the elements that they choose, for example, the basketball thing, are the things that you have as a teenager in your school, and also the cheerleaders, which now I just saw that they have an circled A in there, which I think, if I'm not yeah, when you see, I'm sure the audience, I'm sure the people who are listening to us know better than me what's the meaning of anarchy, but it's also exactly how you feel as a teenager, and it all matches. I don't. I want to talk about the lyrics more at the end, but now I just wanted to say that there are so many relatable elements also in the music video.
Yeah, it's my first time watching it. I've never watched it actually, so it's interesting to like.
Here exactly here.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Anarchy sign.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Did you see the last part? What is that? I wonder what that means.
Yeah, him, it's the person who cleans the school after everything is, gone and everybody messed up the school. I mean, this is also one of the elements that you see on the schools. I don't know if it has another meaning also behind it, because you could see that maybe because they showed him a lot, maybe there is a meaning or symbolism behind it, but I don't know really, honestly. But the person behind, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Yeah,
could has. Yeah, but as I now saw the video, because here and there I listen to also this on my way and stuff a lot. But now that I just saw the video again, because I didn't saw it for a long time, and it was, I think the last time was when I was a teenager. It reminded me again how was I thinking as a teenager, and how what kind of a character I wanted to be, or what kind of cool things I wanted to do that I completely forgot until now. And I think this is exactly what the lyrics is about, because I think being a teenager is a very special time in your life. You're a person with so many questions in your mind, and just a person who is no longer a child, and that doesn't have the innocence of the child, and is starting to realize what is going on in the world. And you see so many, because you're so fresh in the world, so you see so many wrong things that is happening in the world, and that bothers you a lot. And that's one of the reasons that this anger is coming from. And also aside from that, you are getting a little bit more of the freedom taste of an adult, for example, could have. And you still not adult to just be busy with all this life and forget how free you can be, and how cool your life could look. So all these great ideas and things that you can do and you want to do coming to your mind, which you forget most of them when you get adult, and you become just a boring typical adult that does boring typical routine things that the adult do. So it's now that I just looked at it, I just reminded that, because nowadays I'm trying to remember that what I wanted to do, and what cool things I really dreamed to do, and now I'm free to just do whatever I want, but I just forgot them for so many years. And it also reminded me of that, so it was a nice experiment.
I honestly did not have an association as you had with this song. I don't think I even heard the song. I always knew Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. But I think it's kind of like some bands, like I think we talked about it in another video. I don't think that video is out yet. In a Rolling Stone video, I was talking about how I mostly would hear about this band that is really cool more than I would just listen to it. And I think I was also not curious enough to go watch it. Maybe I was not in that genre of music, like listening maybe. So this was one of the bands that, like, or Kurt Cobain, I always knew, like, oh, Kurt Cobain, like he plays this, he wrote these songs, he's like he formed Nirvana. But it was like I never, I guess, had the like desire maybe to go even explore, which is really bad, because these are very cool songs that now and then I was like, oh my god, I could have listened to these songs earlier in my life.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's never too late. But I'm so happy that it's kind of like that's I think one of the cool things about music, like when you like make an association in a certain age or when you're in a certain mood, and how your brain like remembers that in your unconsciousness, and then it sometimes like triggers back. It happens to me sometimes with certain songs as well, but it's so cool that like brain never forgets, even if you just think that you forgot, and just suddenly like brings you back. Even I mean, sometimes with like a lot of things, I can like even feel or like experience how my body or like my brain would like feel in that moment, and it kind of like can bring it, which is kind of scary as well, because that means like if everything is there, like the way that you are is all because of all the things that you basically your life you've experienced in your life and you got there. But yeah, that was interesting.
I just wanted to say, sorry to interrupt,
that's okay.
but now that you say that you may never heard this song completely like now, I just wanted to show you my bandana, because I bought this bandana as I was a teenager. It's like 10 years old or something. And now every day I'm wearing it like this on my nose, because here is very cold and I ride bicycles to everywhere, so it protects my nose from the cold wind. And it wrote Nirvana on it, and I extra bought it. I don't know if it's because of the band or because Nirvana is a word that means something, or it was just because of the word. But I remember one of the reasons that I bought this bandana in my teenage years was because it wrote Nirvana.
That's so cool. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. But back to the music, I forgot to mention one more thing when we were listening to that, because I feel like this is the only song I know from this band. And I love his voice in this song a lot, because I think it's really cool when singers like put like a lot of like raspiness in their voices, or like they naturally have it. I don't know if that's the case for him or not. I don't know if he chose this kind of like particular like delivery to do a lot of raspiness for this particular song, because it again matches with the lyrics, with the feeling that you maybe feel when you're in a certain age, or that's his voice in other songs. So that's something I should find out. I should figure out. Yeah, that's something I would like to figure out. So maybe I can go watch their other songs and kind of compare that. I think that would be interesting. But I think from arrangement to like the choice of like visuals that you talked about extensively, and to like his voice, I don't know, his delivery, everything was kind of like it felt like you are hypnotized, and these are the things that are like happening, but they're not real. It's like the scenes that you, for me it was like the scenes that you see in your brain, or maybe the way you want to express yourself because you're so frustrated. But it's kind of, I don't know, being in like a little like closed area, it felt like, oh, but you're restrained, you cannot be like this once you're out of this place. So this place can be like a physical thing that is like closed but nobody has access to, or it can be in your brain. So the whole thing felt a little like hypnotic and kind of like, I don't know, like not dreamy, because like dreamy kind of has a different meaning, but kind of like unreal, or like hypnotic. I think that's the best word I can describe it. So yeah, that was actually, I'm happy that we did that, even though we both knew this song. Like watching it, it was my first time obviously, but then I'm happy that you also got all of the all of the things that you said it kind of reminded you of. So that was actually cool. We hope you guys enjoyed this video as well as we did. Please don't forget to come back tomorrow for our very last episode of this series, and then after that we're going to go back to our like normal daily posting. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and drop your comments below about this song. If you want to support us more, there is a buy me a coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.